General Secretary Gorbachev, if you seek peace, if you seek prosperity for the Soviet Union and Eastern Europe, if you seek liberalization, come here to this gate. Mr. Gorbachev, open this gate. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
So this is the museum for Checkpoint Charlie. Let's go in. Let's have a look. It seems quite busy here, but I'm determined, so nothing's gonna stop me today.
The War Museum at Checkpoint Charlie in Berlin captures the drama of the Cold War, the division of a city and the incredible escape attempts from east to west. It's a place filled with courage, resistance and hope. Let's dive into history and let me tell you some of the great heroic stories I found.
This is all the art gallery was done by children at the time of the Berlin Wall, where Charlie Checkpoint was, and it shows here people trying to escape to the good side where the American zone is, and you can see people getting caught, children helping their parents, and the soldiers right there chasing them. There's a lot of stories about people escaping, success stories. So this car here in Charlie Checkpoint Museum was used to smuggle people from 1964 to 1966. They smuggled around 55 personnel in this car. As an example, you can see in the bonnet here, this is where people used to hide. Also, you can see in the picture here, very clear, where someone is hiding in there. There was a lot of methods using of people escaping the GDR and the smuggling. They used to use fake passport and diplomatic passport, but all these methods were not very successful. But the box bag in front of us was the most successful one. As it says here, they smuggled around 55 people in this car.
Some of the most darling escapes from East to West Germany during the Cold War involved people hiding inside cars. From 1961 to 1989, the Berlin Wall cut off East Berlin from the freedom in the West. Escaping was dangerous, and the East German secret police were everywhere. But people got creative. They built hidden compartments inside cars, and the seats inside false trunks, even next to hot engines. Some even squeezed into suitcases or rebuilt passenger seats to smuggle someone inside. It was a huge risk. If caught, it meant prison, or worse, but the hope for freedom was stronger. You can see the actual cars used in these escapes at the Berlin Wall Museum near Checkpoint Charlie. They are a powerful reminder of human courage and cleverness in the face of oppression.
Here you can see that I can remove the seats quite easily and still nothing unusual can be seen. jetzt nehmen wir noch den Rücksitz raus. Moment. So. Und ich kann die Rückwand hier aufreißen.
Now, when I open up the compartment, you can see how much space there is for someone to hide. One person can squeeze in there. When I shut it again, nothing can be detected.
And here you can see Sylvester Stallone visiting the museum where he met actress Leanne Schinderman, who had recently escaped East Berlin hidden under her boyfriend's car seat. Stallone embraced her, calling her a real hero, and the very car she escaped in is still on display at the museum today.
At this point, I'm not actually surprised to see this. This is one of the ways people try to escape, even by flying over the Berlin Wall. And you can see here, this is a handmade little plane used by an engine of a motorbike. And that's the person who used it at the time.
Many East Germans came up with incredible, clever and darling methods to escape across the Berlin Wall. Some people dug long underground tunnels beneath the wall. One of the most famous was Tunnel 57, as we can see here, used by 57 people to escape. And some used zip lines to glide across buildings from east to west. One man used a steel cable and a homemade bully.
The GDR tried everything to stop people escaping. On the border of 71.5 kilometers, they had around 886 dogs were present on that length. Every dog will be tied to that rope over here on the line, and that was to cover the ground. If anyone's escaping, the dog will lunge and try to get these people.
Today I say, as long as this gate is closed, as long as this scar of a wall is permitted to stand, it is not the German question alone that remains open, but the question of freedom for all mankind.